bottom, you'll see it says speeches. Ah. Well, I'm the ah. All the rest will be better.
I'm with you.
I've been sitting here watching all you people being very relaxed in the middle here, and I did wonder whether you realised you were sitting on 4 feet asleep. And I was reminded of that film where somebody off stage presses a button and the whole thing opens up. And I thought, well, hopefully that won't happen tonight. Yeah. Now I realised that, well, what's going on here? I realise that probably at least half of you have known me as Kate's father for a long time, but there must be a lot of people here who must be thinking to themselves, well, how does it come that this crusty old goat has got such a beautiful daughter?
I wondered.
Well, of course, it's all down to the genes, and it's not my genes, it's Claire's. But doesn't Kate look great? Now, it was quite a long time ago, and many of you have probably noticed that this day's been a long time coming. And I remember thinking that when Kate was in her teens and clearly going to become a beautiful young lady, I thought to myself, well, John, this could be an expensive daughter. And I started saving right away, but in fact I needn't have worried. It took quite a long time. It seems that finding the right guy, it just takes time. But what a discerning choice she's made. Tall, fair, and handsome, and he's got a job. But I guess there's some of you here tonight who, well, I know there's some Arsenal supporters here, who might have some reservations about Steve because he's a Manchester United supporter. But you football fans are a pretty forgiving lot, and it's out of the season anyway, so don't worry about it. Now, there's one of Steve's particular strengths that recommends him to his in-laws, and before I come to that, you see, some of you may remember how things were a long time ago. And having said that, I realise that there's a lot of you who weren't here a long time ago, but those of us who were will remember that it was really the man in the household sat in the armchair and did the thinking, and the lady was very busy doing the housework.
Yeah.
But things aren't like that anymore. Claire's cousin was telling me a little story about this a week or two back, and it concerns a young lad who was going to a family wedding, and he said to his mother, "Why is it you can groan at the appropriate places, incidentally?" He said to him, "Why is it the brides always wear white?" And his mother said, "Well, it's a sign. White is a sign of a well-brought-up young lady, and pretty girls look white anyway." And this son thought, well, I don't really go for that very much. So he asked his father, and his father said, "Well, I'm very surprised that you looked a bit surprised." And said, "Well, why haven't you noticed?" He said, "that all the white goods in the kitchen and all that covered." But I have to tell you that things aren't like that at all in the K. Bignell household. Because when Claire and I go on a visit, guess who it is who does the cooking? It's not my daughter. It's my, well, I nearly said he's been my nearly son-in-law for a while, but he's now my son-in-law. It's Steve. No, I haven't been ill yet, no. So, when the time came, with such a great amount of great culinary expertise in the household, when the time came and Steve, who was the traditional sort of guy, he followed the time-honoured tradition of asking the bride's father for his daughter's hand in marriage, we had absolutely no hesitation in saying yes. Did we have a short talk about the difficulty of coping with our daughter? Yes. Well, I can't really remember. But there have been a few more than little local difficulties this week, and he's coped with them all calmly and serenely.
Outwardly.
Oh, right. Steve, I was going to say, at this point, I was going to say, welcome to the family. So this is to the Bignell, Gwynn, Gardner family, yes. But since we first met you in 2002, or was it 3? Yes, you've been very much at home with us. So this is just a formal welcome to the Bignell family, because you're already one of us, and it's great. It's very nice. KatesDad, Claire and I offer you our warmest congratulations on your making the bond of matrimony today. We hope that God will bless your marriage with great happiness and many happy years together. Thank you.